Hey everyone, TimaeuSS. Welcome to another NIKKE video. So this is a question that you guys are asking a lot on stream right now. Okay, which Liberation SSR is the best choice at the moment? And of course, we got my YouTube stream viewers with me. I think we've got 1,000 people right now watching, so thank you for that. But let's talk about the Liberation system as a whole and what is the best current choice. So after this patch, if you guys didn't know already, you can check out my previous video. We have these three units in the form of Guilty, XXL, and Sin, Medium, and of course, Large, Quincy. But upon closer look, this is XL, I think, at the very least. So these are three free SSRs that you'll be able to obtain in the Liberation system. And the Liberation system acts as almost similar to like a daily quest, almost like a mission pass, but it is free. Okay, and you will be able to obtain actually all three units, because this event does not have an expiry date. You work on one and you can work towards the second and the third one. However, there are a few things you should know about, and I'm here to tell you guys what to do. All right, first off, when you start, you get to choose one of the three units we talked about. Okay, I of course went with Guilty because of two massive reasons. Okay, you can decide either based on the looks of the character, the waifus, or the kits. And I did all of these unit reviews already. The only change right now that I've seen is for Sin, the skill for Sin, skill 1, Attract. It says instead of taunting all enemies for 5 seconds, it's stunning all enemies. And we talked about previously how if you have a taunt skill, it's right now very difficult for players to survive, or rather the character to survive, because you're taking all that firepower attack upon yourself. However, if this is 5-second stun, she is much better and very PvP focused. So we'll have to see. Again, beautiful design, I just want to say. I went with Guilty because I feel like she has wider applications across the different content. They're not super meta, but I think, you know, this attack buff, she reminds me of Rupee, and Rupee is fantastic. Choice-wise, you actually don't have to worry because you can switch anytime. However, you must know at which point you can switch, because if you don't switch at the correct time, you lose a lot of your progress. And I'll walk you through what I mean by losing progress. So every single day, you have a list of missions to complete. If you're a free-to-play player, okay, you can do 3 missions. And I believe the default is 10, 20, and 30p, which means there's 60 points for free-to-play players to obtain. And you need a total of 3,600 points. 3,600 points to select the unit. That is 60 days if you're completely free to play to obtain the unit. If you're a spender, if you're a whale, what you can do is after you complete a mission, or even before you complete a mission, if it's low points like 10p, you can refresh for the price of 50 gems. And once you refresh, you get a brand new one, and it can be a 10p or 20p or 30p. You saw I completed 3 missions already, because you can see 3 out of the max 6 you can complete, and I refreshed my missions and I got 30, 20, 30. So maximum, if you're mega whale, you can obtain 180 points a day versus the 60 that you can do, right? So you're gonna be able to obtain this 3 times faster, which means instead of 60 days, it is 20 days for mega whales. However, you are able to switch at 5 different points. Okay, at 5 different points. When you change your rehabilitation target, it does not restart the mission stage, but your mission points will be reset. So you can see here, right, 180p, 360p, 1080p, and at each different cutoff points, or I guess milestones, if you change your rehab target to a different character, all right, it doesn't reset your points here, but anything over the threshold before you reach the next threshold will be wiped. So if you're at 180 points and you switch, nothing changes. However, if you had 300 points, because that's before you reach the 360, if you had 300 points then change, the target, you'll go and reset back to 180. So very important, because you'll lose days of progress, especially when you're going from the 2160 to the 3600p. Okay, so it's very, very important. Again, you can be completely free to play and do this. All right, it's just a matter of time. And right now in the shop, there is dupes that you can buy for the unit in the Union shop. However, we don't have any Union content. So even if you get a copy, you cannot limit break them. So if you're completely free to play, you can take this really, really slow at your own pace. It's fine, because again, all 3 units are in the Union shop, and you know, there's no Union content, so you can buy them. My honest advice, all right, my honest advice is that you do not use any of your gems to reset or obtain new missions unless you can spend money, no problem. Okay, if you're a person that's asking, should I use my free gems, you probably shouldn't, right? Because whales don't ask that questions, they just refresh. So make sure you're checking in my channel every now and then, because once we're hitting at certain milestones, we will be swapping targets, and I'm gonna be buying gems so that I can get the units sooner and hopefully test the unit for you guys. I'm going with Guilty because obviously, like I've said, the design is good, but I'll see if I can get someone to test Sin early. I'm sure one of the mega whales in my guild can get her in 20 days and test if it's a 5-second stun or 5-second taunt. So my best advice for you guys, if you're free to play or if you're not sure who to choose, is to just go through the rehabilitation target, choose which one you want for now, go through all of the program attempts, the daily missions, and then before you go past 10 points or 20 points or 30 points past each threshold, check in the channel, check in the Discord to see if people have obtained the unit and how is the testing result. Okay, because again, you have 5 chances to switch your target throughout. All right, so that is my take on which unit you should choose. And of course, they're not super meta in my opinion, but I think Guilty has the ability or the potential to be really good in story, and Sin, if it is a 5-second stun, can be fantastic in PvP. And I'm sorry, Quincy lovers, maybe there's some Quincy lovers in chat. You guys can go for Quincy and let us know how that goes. All right, anyhow, it's TimaeuSS, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye now.